Have you ever stopped and wondered why certain people seem irresistibly drawn to you? Why their affection feels intense, almost fated, as if they've known you forever? Is it your charisma, your appearance, your energy, or could something far more mysterious be at play? Before we continue, if you're fascinated by psychology and the deeper truths of love and human connection, hit the like button, subscribe, and comment the word mirror below if you're ready to discover what love is truly reflecting back to you. Carl Jung, one of the deepest thinkers in psychology, believed love is never random. It's not luck, it's not fate, it's a mirror. People fall in love with you not simply because of who you are, but because of what you awaken in them. And behind every magnetic connection lie two powerful reasons rooted in the unconscious mind, reasons that go far beyond attraction or compatibility. We often imagine that we choose who we love, but in reality, it's often something inside us, unseen and unspoken, that makes the choice first. When someone appears in your life and evokes deep emotion, it may feel magical, but the real magic is happening inside you. You're not responding to the person, they are simply reflecting a part of your inner world that was ready to rise. And this is why love feels like fate, because it is the psyche guiding you back to yourself. Jung believed that the people we love most intensely are rarely who we think they are. Instead, they are vessels, mirrors of our deepest needs, desires, and missing pieces. This doesn't make the love fake, it makes it meaningful. These people act as symbolic characters in your personal myth, playing roles your soul requires for transformation. They help you see what you were blind to, feel what you've suppressed, and face what you've avoided. The pain that often follows such connections is not punishment, it's purification. When the illusion of the projection fades, and the real human behind the idealized image emerges, we're forced to confront the truth. Were we in love with the person, or with the part of ourselves they mirrored? This moment of truth is sacred. It's the turning point between unconscious love and conscious evolution. You see, the goal of these powerful romantic experiences is not to complete a fairy tale, it's to begin a deeper journey, one where you no longer need someone to reflect your wholeness, because you've begun to reclaim those parts within yourself. And this is where true love begins, not from lack, but from overflow, from knowing who you are, and no longer needing someone else to show it to you. So, when someone falls in love with you, it's never just about you. It's about the soul-level message you carry. You might be the spark that ignites their transformation, the symbol of their healing, the reflection of their deepest truth. And that is both beautiful and powerful. And you'll fall in love again too, but not for the same reasons. You'll begin to notice the difference between love that fills a hole and love that expands your soul. You'll become aware of your patterns, your projections, your wound. And from that place of awareness, you'll no longer chase connection. You'll attract it, you'll embody it, you'll become it. When you understand that people fall in love with you for what you awaken in them, not just for who you are, you begin to take love less personally, but more seriously. You realize you're not just someone's partner, you're often their mirror, their symbol, their initiation. This means that love is not always meant to last forever. Sometimes love is meant to reveal, to stir, to awaken, and then to release. There is a kind of love that shows up to teach you how much you've abandoned yourself. It feels euphoric at first, because it reflects everything you've longed to feel. But if you're not conscious, you'll start depending on that person to supply what you haven't nurtured within. This is how projection creates addiction. You begin chasing your own unlived life through someone else. And when they change or walk away, you feel lost, because it was never really about them. It was about the part of you that you never fully claimed. Jung said that until we make the unconscious conscious, it will direct our lives, and we will call it fate. This is especially true in relationships. The partners you're drawn to, the patterns you repeat, the emotional roller coasters you find yourself on, they're not random, they are messages, symbols, dreams trying to wake you up. Until you look at what you're projecting, love will continue to confuse you. It will feel like chaos when it's really your soul trying to heal. Once you begin to withdraw your projections, something profound happens. You stop expecting others to fix you. You stop needing someone else to complete you. You start seeing people for who they are, not who you want them to be. This is the beginning of real love. A love that's not based on fantasy, but truth. A love that can hold both light and shadow. A love that is grounded, evolving, and aware. When someone truly sees you, not the version they created in their mind, but you, flawed, changing human. It's a rare and sacred thing, but it only happens when both people are willing to do the inner work, to recognize their projection, to honor their inner images, without placing them on the other. This is mature love, conscious love. The kind of love that grows rather than fades, because it is rooted in reality, not illusion. The anima and animus, the inner feminine and masculine, are not just psychological concepts. They are emotional guides. When you integrate them, you begin to feel more whole. You start to relate to others from a place of balance. You no longer chase your missing pieces in romantic partners because you've met them within. This doesn't make love less magical. It makes it more real, more sustainable, and far more powerful. One of the greatest gifts Jung's teachings offer is this. Even heartbreak has meaning. Even rejection is an invitation. Every person who walks into your life, especially the ones who stir your soul, is part of your journey toward individuation. They are chapters in the book of your becoming, and while some stories will end, their impact will remain, because their role was never to stay. It was to reflect. It's time to stop blaming others for how they loved you. It's time to start asking, what did I learn? What did they reflect? What part of me came alive because of them? What part of me have I now reclaimed? The goal is not to avoid love or protect yourself from pain. The goal is to love with awareness, to see clearly, to choose consciously, and to honor the growth that love brings. When you do this, love stops being something that happens to you. It becomes something you participate in. You become both the student and the teacher, the mirror and the seer. You enter relationships not just to feel good, but to grow, to evolve, to become whole. And when two people approach love this way, the connection becomes sacred, not perfect, but sacred. So if someone has ever fallen in love with you deeply and suddenly, if you've ever been seen as a dream, a fantasy, a symbol, it wasn't just about romance, it was transformation. You were the door they needed to walk through, and they too were a part of your awakening. The question now is, what have you done with what they showed you? What will you do with what love continues to reveal? If this message stirred something in you, if it made you reflect, feel seen, or brought clarity, then please support this work by subscribing, hitting the like button, and sharing this video with someone who needs to hear it. And in the comments, type the word awakened to affirm that you now see love through the eyes of awareness.